Imagine this absurd person trying to pick someone up at a bar.
Well, for what it's worth, I'm not planning on picking up anybody in any bars anytime soon, and wow, you know you lost the argument when this is literally the best comeback you can make. Let me guess, you went to school in the States. This one is going to file this one under maybe Get the Net. Morning, everybody. It should be April the 19th, and I should be either on a flight or landing in Taipei right about now. I'm there visiting for a very good friend of mine's wedding. The friend who is one of the main inspirations for me having a show. So, hey, congratulations, dude. It's going to be an amazing time. Anyway, I'm going on quite the very interesting trip and may or may not be in Tokyo next week. So, I might be doing a fan meetup in Tokyo. I'll let you guys know. Just keep your eyes peeled on my Instagram and YouTube and Facebook posts and all that kind of stuff. I'll let you know. So that's what's going on in my world right now, and I was all set, ready and set to shoot. And this is my backlight here. This is a Generate torpedo, and yeah, fired up, a little poof, a little bit of smoke. It's got that lovely burnt plastic smell. So that really sucks because this was actually a really great light. I only bought it in November, so if you're thinking about buying Generate and you do video work and that kind of thing, maybe not. I really can't recommend it. Anyway, okay. Recommendations for this week. What am I into? What am I watching? Actually, fantastic anime recommendation would be Freerun Beyond Journey's End. Wow. That's quite a story. That's all I'm going to say. If you're looking for something cool to watch, check that out. Amazing stuff. Anyway, let's get to your comments, questions.
So much arrogance and little knowledge.
Let me guess. You went to school in the States. All right, guys, next up, we've got something really special, something brand new here for you on Viewers Comments, and this one's really going to make this a fun episode. This one is going to file this one under maybe Get the Net. Check it out. This one's quite excessive. It's not exactly butthurt of the week. It's more like butthurt for the millennium.
Yeah, I'm going to get a CORT. LMMFAO.
Right, because CORT doesn't build quality guitars. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Guitars not made in the USA are bad because reasons.
All I hear is noise.
Well, maybe unstick your head from your ass. You might hear a little bit more.
This guy's nuts, and whatever you do, don't quit your day job.
Quit my day job at the end of 2018. Thank you very much. Been doing YouTube full time, and I've got this amazing audience to thank for that, and I truly do salute each and every one of you. Thanks so much for watching, and thanks again for hitting that subscribe button. And if you haven't hit the subscribe button already,
it'd be a lot cooler if you did.
I love my Paul Reed Smith.
Pete, it's quite obvious. Wow, man. OCD much? I gotta say, I think Pete's a great example, a poster boy even, for why the notion of giving guns to everybody might not be such a good idea. If you're gonna get that obsessed about a video I made, dude, seriously, chill the fuck out.
You could get a gorgeous Paul Reed Smith with all the bells and whistles for $800.
Pete, you're almost right there. It's about $849 US at Sweetwater, and of course you're referencing the PRS SE series. Funny little fact about those, guitar snobs won't touch them.
I would never play a Paul Reed Smith SE. They're made by CORT.
Now, I'm a little confused here. You said you hate CORT, but you love your Paul Reed Smith, and you're recommending the cheaper ones. Am I to understand you lowered yourself and bought a CORT-built Paul Reed Smith SE model? Leave a comment below. I want to hear back from you on this one.
I work at Guitar Center, and we sometimes carry CORT guitars, and they get scoffed at. I look around and think, do you not realize CORT built half this wall around you?
Well, somebody obviously didn't explain that to Pete. Run for your lives! It's the Spectre Digital Spring Thing! From the frozen north, the thing emerges to wreak havoc throughout the world of pro audio plugins. It only comes once a year to give you the ultimate virtual rhythm section, element bass amp, singularity virtual bass, and extinction level event 2.0 drums. A package so heavy, so lethal, it can't be contained. What's more, the thing includes Metal Essentials Volume 1 and Volume 2, custom MIDI groove packs for Extinction Level event. But the horror continues! You also get Alex Nazla's mixing and mastering a full metal album, and plus all of my courses too. Total heavy guitar, producing prog metal, mixing symphonic folk metal, and mixing metal and Reaper with free plugins for all of you guys out there looking for the best deal possible. The spring thing has come, but it will only be around till Sunday night, and then it's moving on to terrorize another dimension. Get it now for only $180 or 4 payments for only $45 because no one escapes the Spectre Digital Spring thing.
Just because me and a lot of others are not fond of parking with cash, is there a good quality alternative to the Sennheiser MD421 for less money?
Yes, there is. It is the Lewitt DTP440DM. Yeah, it just rolls off the tongue. Hey, Lewitt, thanks so much for naming your microphones after license plates. It's just so easy to remember that. I finally got the name right, though. They're always yelling at me, would you please try and name these microphones correctly? Yes, the DTP440DM. So easy to remember, actually. It's about $99. It's designed for toms. It's great. It's also great as a B mic to like an SM57 type mic as well, on guitar cabs, that is. So it's a good blender mic, fantastic on toms and won't break the bank. In fact, you can probably get 3 of them, 3 or 4 of them for the cost of a single 421. And it will definitely rival it in terms of quality. So I would definitely recommend getting some of those Lewitts before getting the 421s, especially if you're recording drums. They're a wonderful price to performance ratio.
You know, now I'm actually curious. If people actually believe that it doesn't matter what gear you get, as long as you love it, why are they so vehemently protesting against Glenn's scientific evidence that it really doesn't matter what you get as long as you enjoy it?
'Cause I paid for it and I fucking hate that guy!
Okay, I get it. You're a studio engineer, so your takes are geared with that in mind.
Yeah, it's like we named the show Spectre Sound Studio. Sorry we made it too cryptic for you guys out there.
No worries there, and I can't disagree with anything you've ever said. I think it might be an interesting topic to have a roundtable discussion with a front of house engineer and an actual player, maybe a studio musician, certainly not a garbage band wannabe, to dive into what factors are important to them and how their priorities might differ from your own.
That's not a bad idea, and I'll be very clear. The entire show is geared to recording through the lens of a studio engineer. You guys have heard me say it numerous times. You need to stop thinking like guitar players and start thinking like engineers, because ultimately I'm trying to help you guys make better recordings. Don't really care how it sounds by yourself or if you're playing at your sister's birthday party. That's not what's important here. We're trying to get the sound to sound good through the studio monitors and through the board. I mean, how many of you guys have tried to record your guitar at home, put a mic up in front of your amp, and it didn't sound like anything you were hearing in the room? I think that's about every single one of you guys, and that's what I'm trying to do, is help you guys try and get around that. And unfortunately, a lot of the information out there when it comes to recording guitar is told by guitar players who really might not have the best experience at recording guitar. A lot of what we get are secondhand accounts or guys who didn't actually make recordings of the changes that they made to their amp or their guitar, and that's why we get so many stories about pickups and tubes and all that kind of thing. When you actually start doing real recordings and then reamping, you can kind of debunk all that stuff, and it's actually really easy to do. But you're absolutely right. I am a studio engineer, and what I'm looking for are probably very different things than what a guitar player is looking for. They'll go on and on and on about feel. I don't give a shit, because nobody can hear feel come through the speakers.
Glenn, I have a follow-up question on reamping and reamp boxes. So the output of the audio interface goes into the reamp box, and from there it goes right back into the audio interface, right?
No.
Right? What about latency? There must be some latency taking place, ever so minimal, but latency nonetheless. Am I getting something wrong?
Yes, you are. The idea behind the reamp box, it doesn't go right back into the recording interface. The reamp box takes a signal from your recording to your guitar amp. And then you can mic up the guitar amp and make all kinds of changes. That way we can keep the performance consistent from test to test to test, and we can actually start to isolate the changes being made and hear what's actually going on. It's a wonderful way to work, and will definitely save you some money. Now, you're talking about latency. The great thing about recording with Reaper, it has automatic latency compensation. So when you do make that recording, it automatically shifts everything back to where it should be. So it's not a problem. Dude, stop worrying so much. Just go get one. Guitar players love spending money on all kinds of things, except for the one thing that'll actually help them make informed choices, and that being the reamp box. But pickups! Buy pickups!
I think the problem is that people don't want to be unique. They want to sound exactly like the people they listen to, like 1 gazillion other people, and expect to sound different when they tweak a bit to their own imaginations. This might be the reason no one remembers the band you heard last weekend. It feels like you've heard them a lot, but you've already burnt out from listening to them. Being unique is pretty hard, and actually you have to put in the work. So why bother? Fuck you, Glenn. Greetings from Deutschland.
Actually, Deutschland is on my list of places to visit. I think I'm going to go hang out with Henning in probably the second week of May. Again, keep your socials wide open. Maybe we can do a fan meetup. That might be fun. I fucking love Germany. I can't wait to go back. I've never actually seen it in May. I think it'd probably be really wonderful, actually. Here's the thing. You've got a very good point. You know, I've seen a lot of bands that I couldn't fucking remember, for 3 fucking seconds, but every now and then, you go see a group play, and boy, a unique sounding group can have a really wonderful impression. I can think of a couple right now. I remember seeing a band in Toronto at Leeds Palace about 10 years ago called Zealot's Desire. They blew me the fuck away. They were amazing. You know, such charisma. I don't know what the fuck happened, but man, what a great show. You know, my friend's band Perpetuate, you know, they played the same gig. They started the show with an a cappella. Nobody does that. You know, and, you know, they stuck out like a sore thumb. Every fucking eye in the bar just went immediately to the stage when they started with that intro. That got some attention, so don't be afraid to try something different. 4 people singing in harmony at a metal show. At the beginning, no accompaniment. That was fucking cool. And, you know, I remember going to a show in LA there a few years back, seeing a couple of really killer bands. After watching, you know, all these bands open up for Quiet Riot and just being not impressed, the Aviators walked up on stage and blew the fucking roof off the place. Damn, they were great. And I remember seeing another band at another club in LA actually in the Valley, called Old Blood. They were kind of like, you know, this cool Black Sabbath-y kind of thing with a keyboard player and a female vocalist, and they were groovy as fuck, and I really enjoyed that show, guys. Would love to work with them at some point. I think they've got some really cool music. So yes, great bands can stick out. You just got to be willing to try something new, whether it being a cappellas or a female singer who isn't screaming and, you know, to Black Sabbath kind of groovy shit, or just plain fucking amazing at what you do, like the Aviators. It's possible. All you got to do is just use your imagination just a teensy little bit and try doing something different than what everybody else is doing. I think John Lennon said, it's easy if you try.
Who would have guessed that the word mix actually meant that?
Not the guitar players of the world. It's all about them. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for watching, and thanks so much for subscribing. Just want to welcome all the new people who come on to the show. It's going to be a very interesting ride, and I'm super thrilled that you've decided to come along with me. We're going to discover some really cool shit this year. We will be taking a look at some more tube amp stuff as well, maybe debunking a few things along the way. Maybe we'll learn a few things too. That's the idea anyway, so hopefully I can help you hang on to what's important to you, and that's the money in your wallet. Anyway, guys, I certainly hope you're here for the same reason I am, and that's to make better recordings in your home studio. You guys keep coming back. I'll keep giving the best advice I can. And until next time, remember, when you hit that red record button, do the absolute best you can. Show the world exactly what you're made of. I'll see you next time. You know, now I'm actually curious. We'll try that one more time. It's almost like we named the show. It's almost, hey! All right. This might be the reason yeah, okay. I thought it was just going to take a second. Damn it.